A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays.
Inzaghi! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Thomason. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Iniesta. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ah, he's given it away.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Saint-Maximin. Could try cutting inside here. Plays it across. And it's hoisted clear. Out for a throw. There's the deliver. Oh, what a climb! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this is Inzaghi. Zanetti. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Climbs up big! Oh, taken with style! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Azar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rummenigge. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Hazard missed. Hazard! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Three 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
He's gone for goal! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Cafu. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, good ball! It's Inzaghi! He is world-class! Pippo Inzaghi! A finish right from the top draw! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
The goal scorer after 39
Truly
minutes
superb. A goal of
Number
such
9,
supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Zanetti. And it's Azar. Rummenigge. Azar. And that's put paid to a promising move.
There will be 3 minutes
Now it's
at a
Tova.
time.
Edouard. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly
That's the
deserved,
first
Peter.
half, then.
They've been
A rocky
quicker to
start,
pretty
to
much
say the
everything
least.
so far. The
But
only
that won't
thing
shake our
you've got to
spirits,
wonder
will it?
is, how taxing is
Substitution.
this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, Van Basten! They want to be quick to recover this.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Cafu goes sliding in. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Piqué. Van Basten is herring after that one. And it's Thomason. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's got the... And the finish! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, shapes to shoot! They've scored! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Number 12, Marco Van Basten. Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. It's become a case of men against boys. Saint-Maximin. And it's Van Basten. And this is Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. Crosses it in here.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Roberto Carlos. Zanetti delivers. And he's in on goal. Tries a shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Substitution for Lance. Number 9.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Roberto Carlos
Substitution
short.
taking place.
Real chance! Really well taken goal. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 18, Pavel Nedved.
Gagnou. And it's Tovan. Abdul Hamid receives it in a wide position. So what can they make of this? And the return pass. Cafu. Cafu. And it's Nedved. Oh, that's a very deep... Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, there's a fine ball. Big chance! No mistake! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 12, Marco van Basten. Substitution for Lance. Number 23.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
6 added minutes have been indicated.
Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Sticks it away! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
12, Marco van Basten.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Substitution for Lance. Number 10,
The changes then in quick succession.
Coming on to
So they were
replace
calling
him
for him,
is
and now they get him.
7.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what they want to do here. Just get the ball to him and hope that something happens, a little magic.
Bullet. Tries to play it through, and this is Van Basten. Cafu has it in a wide position. It's a mighty effort! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Van Basten just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name.
This is a hard one to take, but
The
we'll be
end of the
back
game.
stronger.
Reflections?
Won't we?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Celebrate.